Hello friends, Amy with Campbell Creations, and today we're going to make 3 blingy bracelets. You cannot go wrong with blingy bracelets, right? These are going to be single strand bracelets, and the first one I'm going to be starting out with, these came in July Bargain Bead Box, and so I'm going to use a couple of those as a focal. And then a couple months ago in Bargain Bead Box, we had also received these little octagons. So we're going to be using these to tie in with that focal. So I remember when I did the unboxing, as soon as I saw these, I was like, hello. Yep, that's going to happen. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. So the other 2 bracelets I think are just going to be stringing. This one, however, that focal, I wanted to be here on an eye pin. So that's what we're going to do. I also have, let's see what all I put in here. I just put some stuff in here. I was like, oh, that would go. Oh, that would go. So I have a couple different charms, and both of these charms I received from GGC Treasures. So that's where I received these. I have this awesome little AB coated leaf, check glass leaf, and that's from Bead Box Bargain's website. And then I remembered lobster clasp. And I have some clamshell connectors. That's how we'll be closing this guy off. He'll be nice and lightweight. And then I brought out some jump rings. So we'll set these guys aside. We'll play with them in a minute. I do have some of my little spacers here. They're my little glass seed beads. They're gold with the silver on the inside. I'll link those below. And then we have some of these just milky white 8mm rondelles, and these came from Bead Box Bargain's website. And then I have, that I'm going to be using in one of the other bracelets, I have these awesome little flat rondelles that are AB on one side that are clear. I love these. I got these from TEMU, and when I was making a bunch of Chiefs bracelets, I got this in the gold color and the red. So I'm going to use one of these, and I want that to be in the center. That way the whites are on the side, this is in the center, and at least that's what I'm thinking. So we shall see. I have a couple 4.5 inch pieces of Beadalon 7 strand and satin silver, and these are the 2 sides that's going to tie in with our eye pin here. So let's knock out this one, and then we'll move on to the others, and then we'll talk about the others as we're doing them. So let's do this focal part. So on this focal part, I do want, I think, one of our little seed beads. I don't want to put a bead cap on these because they're already such a statement just alone, but I do want to put a bead cap on this guy. So let's put him in the center. And we'll put him and another one of our little seed beads. And that's what our focal will look like. Nice and easy. So I want my loops to go the same direction. We'll do just a simple wrap here. Had my pliers all the way to the side. And of course this guy will want to turn on us, so I'm going to keep a hold of him. Make sure he's straight, and then give my bend. Cut off a little bit of this here. Also, it just ensures a good flush cut on there. And we'll just wrap him up. And there's our focal. I like him. So then here on the sides, let's go ahead, because they're both going to be small anyways, let's go ahead and crimp off one side, and I'll go ahead and use silver. It doesn't matter which color we use here, they're going to be nice and covered up. And I'll tell you what ended up causing these 3 bracelets this morning is I have been playing with wire all morning. I've been trying to figure out something new. I think I have figured out something new, or shall I say a better way to do something else, more efficient way. And so I was thinking, man, I want to make, you know, this wire, I want to make it into a bracelet. And then my mind goes to, oh, that would be so good layered with a blingy bracelet. And then as I'm still working with wire, I cannot get the blingy bracelet off of my mind. So we're gonna make 3 of them. I should by now be getting ready to leave to go to the grocery store, but instead there's always a little time for some beading, right? A little more beading. Beading creates happiness, and we all just want to be happy, right? So bead. I'm gonna close him up. Make sure he's closed good. And then let's think of what we want to do here. I'm pretty sure I just wanted these to be used as spacers. Okay, and we'll do 3 of these and 2 of these per side. So I'm gonna put these guys on. I do want to bead cap those white ones. So I have so much to do today, and today is the drawing for the giveaway. So I'm not concentrating very well because I'm super excited, but I need to be packing. That's what I need to be doing. But I was thinking about this wire work last night, so I wanted to play with it this morning. And then here we are, making blingy bracelets. Oh, that's all right. This is happy stuff. So let's see. Here's why I was thinking this. It all comes down to length for me. And so if this was here connected to this guy and there was another one on the other side, let's first look and see. This total is about 4 inches, and this is about 2.5, so that's going to put me at about 6.5 inches when I add the other one. That should be all right. That should be all right. So let's close this one up. So this is all we're going to be doing here on the 2 sides. So I'm going to put this guy in here. Oh, I already have him out. Let's grab him. And this one's going to be a little more difficult, right? Because whenever it's so small like this, you don't want it to be stick straight, but you can't really roll it up. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to let gravity just hang on to this guy. So as gravity pulls these beads and puts them where they need to be, I'm going to come in here. Let me just get it set and I'll come closer. But let me just grab a hold of him first. That may be the most difficult part of this bracelet, I guess. Okay. So when I grab a hold of him, he's pushed all the way down, right? I'm going to just barely loosen to where he's not pushed all the way down. It gives me a little bit, see the amount of room I have here? Just a little bit, so when this clamshell connector closes, it's not going to over tighten this bracelet or this piece of this bracelet. So let's see how we did here. Come in here and trim him off. We'll close him up. And he's good. We don't have any, there's this. That's all right. That's going to give him his movement I want. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Not to over crimp this and or over squeeze and make that bad, but all right, so let's do the other side. So let's come in here. Oh, I needed 4. I'm so used to getting 2 at a time out. 4. So another 2 and not 12. So we'll put this guy on. This is going to be a really pretty bracelet. I think though my favorite of these may be the next one that we're going to be doing. Maybe. I'm thinking so. So far I'm thinking so. But I'm excited about all of them. I'm going to go to the tippy top, close him up. Close that. Then we'll just do the same thing and not lose our little crump tube. All right, so we're going to come in here with one of these. One of these. I love these little spacers so much. Oh, I already have him on there. Let him down, Amy. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I hope it's been a good weekend for you. Are you excited for this giveaway? I am. I have recorded the video that goes over everything that's going to be in this giveaway. And I don't mind if the winner, if they say, hey, I want to be surprised, don't release it, that's fine, I won't. But at the same time, I want you guys to see. So I love surprises. I love surprises. And of course I love beads. So when I get new beads, when I get the bead box, I'm telling you, it is so hard for me to control my excitement with that kind of stuff. I love surprises, but I'm not that good at keeping a surprise for someone else, because if I have to wait to give it to them, oh, that's tough for me. Like Christmas, there's many Christmas presents that are given well before Christmas. Many before birthdays, many before Father's Day, many. It just happens like that. I get too excited. Okay, so here again, I have gravity letting this down. You see how rigid and stiff it is? It's pushed all the way down. I'm just going to lighten up just a tad, just so that we have that room, because this clamshell will take up some extra space when we close them. And since these are the sides, we want them, the sides of the bracelet, we want them to be able to have that flexibility to go, you know, to go around the wrist. Yep, and he's still good. He's not as flexible as the other one, but he's still good. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is if you're doing small ones, trying to get that middle ground. Okay, so let's connect these guys. After he plays with me a little bit. Here we go. There we go. We'll put one on one side. pop him on the other side. Here's our bracelet. This is what it would look, oop, this is what it would look like on. I like that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make these two sides flat, right? And I'm going to give barely just a little bit of a bend, just a little bit. You see, it doesn't look like it's bent, right? There's just that little bit. So let's put these guys up. And I did get some dangles out for this one. Let's see which ones we want to use and how we want to use them. Because this is super simple, right? So I don't want to overdo it. I think I'm going to put all of 3 of these guys together. Looks like he already has a jump ring on him, so must have started something at some point. So let's jump ring. I like to jump ring each of them individually and then jump ring them together. They have extra movement and happiness going on then. So let's get one to wrap with. Woohoo! Stay in there, little fella. This bin that I have here, this is on TEMU. This is, they call it a pencil box. So I love that. It holds my eye pens really, really well. I ordered a bunch of stainless steel stuff from TEMU that should be coming next week, and I went ahead and got another one of those boxes. Now that I think about it, it may have been a 2-pack. Ooh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. The 2 and 3 packs are the IKEA ones. Wishful thinking. I love me some containers. So we'll do a wrapped loop on him. So I'm just going to put him, well, he looks funky on the bottom of that, doesn't he? Is it him? Oh. I thought I was helping here. There. He was definitely a wonky guy. Okay, so we'll go back, rotate, come up and around, rotate again, go around, give us a little kickback here. We'll use my reds for this. So I'm going to hold on to him and we'll give him a few wraps. Okay, should be done with this guy. Bring him in. Trim him off. It's a little tougher with those wire wrapped ones to get down in there. There's our little tail. We'll just get him pinched right in. See if he'll go under his buddies. And he's already down in the groove of that leaf. But I do see a little pokey, so I'm going to try to get that. There it goes. There. I don't feel pokey. Okay, that works. Let's put a jump ring on this one. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and jump ring this guy. I want them all to have their own little dangle moment. And then let's put them all together on a jump ring. We want them to be facing the same way. And then this little guy. And then while this is open, what should we do? Should we put it on the front or the end? I kind of like it on the end, so we'll wait. I'm gonna close him up. I'm not gonna cinch him, but we'll close him up. Let's move this out of the way, and let's close off our bracelet. And I'm so hoping you cannot hear the neighbor dogs. Yesterday and today both, the mornings are just, they are going crazy, crazy. And I know why they were going crazy yesterday, but surely that same little dog is not out running the neighborhood. I guess it's totally possible, but surely not, right? Close him off, and then actually let's put 2 on here. Just in case. That way sometimes it depends on what I'm wearing and how many I want to stack. I may want the option to be just a tiny bit longer. Okay, and we should have, see here how they're all on their own jump ring. Then we should have a center jump ring that's connecting them all. Yep, and I see, you see how he's kind of poking out because I didn't finish him. Okay, so we'll open him back up. Let's first put him back on. Oh, I was holding him kind of wonky. And then we'll place him on here. And then we have Blingy bracelet number 1. Love it. Okay, so let's then go for, let's bring him down, Blingy bracelet number 2. So I don't think we'll need any more of these gold. I got out my golds just in case I needed to add them in, so we're done with them. Now, let's chat about teal. I love it, I love it, and I'm so proud of myself. I got out all of the lobster clasps, and I checked before I started the video just to make sure. So these little check glass guys from Beadbox Bargain's website, I want them to be our focal, and then I have some more of these flat rondelles. And these rondelles, when I was doing that, those Chiefs bracelets, and it's about time to start them again, from TEMU, and yesterday I tried to reorder and it said that they were sold out, but I got some in this gold as well. Isn't this just stunning? I got some in this gold and in ruby red to make blingy Chiefs bracelets. And I know not everyone's Chiefs fans, and that's perfectly fine. I am, because their training camp is actually about a 5-minute drive for me. So their training camp has been here at the university in my city for quite some time, and love them. They're our guys. So, but good luck to your team. So I also have, you see these little triangles? These came from GGC. And you remember I have some that are yellow. And when I made that Amazonite necklace with the yellow ones, one of our subscribers, one of our friends, had said that they had just received some triangles that were in different colors. Well, of course, I'm like, where? GGC treasures. So thank you, Lois, for that. I appreciate you. And then I also got some that are the clear. So we have this like perfectly matching teal, and then we have these little guys. I really, really like these triangles. I really like them. There's no AB on these, but there is AB on these. So let's make this bracelet. So I am using, bring this up here. For this one, I'm gonna use Flexrite 21 in clear beadsmith. The only reason why I'm using this one instead of Beadalon is because I already had one cut. So I could use this for any of them. This one was already cut, so I'm gonna use it. It's a little longer than I would normally do for a bracelet, but I think it'll be just fine. Actually, I know it'll be just fine. Let's bead bug the end of this just to make sure that we know what we're doing with it before we close it off. And actually, I might not bead bug it because I want to start from the center. I know what I'm pulling in, and I know how many of these I needed for what I'm doing, but you never know, we can change that up. So let's put this guy on here. Oh, and I need my bead caps. I want to use these bright silver little daisy, very thin bead caps in this. Okay, so I'm going to do this guy, and then I want one of these in the center, but I want them to be bead capped. All of those will be bead capped. And the thing about bead capping rondelles, especially one that's kind of flat like this, the flat top and bottom, is they remind me of a cathedral bead. I love cathedral beads. Doesn't that look like a little cathedral bead? Love it. And our pattern's gonna be very simple here. So let's do these two guys, and then I will do, do I want to start with one of these or one of these? Since one's in the center here, no, I don't want to flank them. I don't want to flank them. We'll just do one of these. One of these. Nope, I'm going to need two. So again, I knew what I wanted to do in general, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. Put him on there, and then we'll do these guys. Do one of these, a clear, then another teal. Then we will do a bead cap. Flat rondelle. And a bead cap. And when I saw I couldn't reorder these because they were already gone, I clicked on view similar items. Nothing similar. There's nothing similar to these. So if you guys know another place that we can get these, let me know. There are these flat rondelles. I'd like to have loads of those in my stash. Okay. Do one more, and then we'll do the other side and see where we are. So one more of these guys. Then one more here. That is so pretty. I love that light gold, or light gold, that super bright light silver with teal. I also like gold with teal, but I really, really like this bright silver. So we're gonna put him on there. And at the end of this, I will have some single strand blingy bracelets. I think that's what I'm gonna need to name this tutorial, just make it easy. Let's make blingy bracelets. We'll see. You guys know the name of it because you're here with me, so let's see if I end up doing that. My husband, you know, he does those thumbnails for me. He's really good about asking my feedback and all of that, and sometimes I have some good feedback, but he's just so good with it. I'm like, no, beautiful, excellent, I love it. But sometimes when I tell him what I want the name to be so he can create it, he just kind of chuckles at me like, hey, you do not have to understand it, love. You do not have to understand it. Just roll with it. You guys understand me. You understand it. Oh, nice. Okay, this will be the last one. Looks like I got a couple extra of these guys out. But let's see for sure. We need to check our length. Oh my, that is just beautiful. That AB flashing out at us. No, he's a little short. So maybe these aren't extra. Maybe I counted them out because I wanted them to go on the end. I wouldn't have known what the length would have been because I was just kind of lining them up on the mat or sometimes on my 24 gauge piece of wire just to see what they look like together. I'm a fan of that. I'm a very visual person. Maybe that's why I like hoarding beads and just looking at them. Do you think? Maybe? Okay, so let's see where we are with length now. Oh my, I thought this was going to be my favorite. Okay, so that's 6. By the time we put our others on, we'll be right. We will be right, and that's great. So let's get out some more crimp tubes. Actually, let's get a couple out for the next bracelet. We'll save that step. How about that? Okay, close off this end. I better bead bug this end. Put him in there. Grab our crimp. And since I have plenty of wire and there's this little kinky guy here, I'm gonna take that off. And then I'm gonna get my Tough Stuff pliers, bring that to the tippy top, good squish, and then give another good squish at that wire. But you see how thick that wall is? Bring this up. Oh yeah, these are all stainless steel. So I have stainless steel findings for these next 2 bracelets. So pretty. Okay, so we'll put him in. Actually, hold on. This will have to be open just a little bit more because these are really tough clamshell connectors, these stainless steel ones, and it's hard for me to get my pliers in there. Okay, so I'm just wrapping him up to ensure flexibility. Let's get him in there. Then I gave a little pull up. Now, let's see how much. Yeah, that's all right. It may have a slight more of a gap than I'd want, but he'll be fine. If I was making this for someone else, I wouldn't want that, but I am making this for me, and I love him. So we have some stainless steel jump rings, and I want my reds for this. Put him through there. Put him through there. Close him up. There's no need to squeeze these, they are tough. Okay. I'm gonna make sure he's even though. All right. Ah, so pretty. So pretty. I love him. And you see the faceting that's on these triangles too, that's giving you that bling. Very nice. Very, very nice. So let's do our third. Let's do our third. So we have pink, teal. What color? I know what color. Purple. You know, I don't do a lot with purple, and I don't have a whole lot of purple. I like purple. I like purple. I don't know why I don't. Maybe I should do something to fix that. Oh, and this is cute, actually, for the comments for the, put this up so that I don't knock him over. For the comments for the giveaway, one of our sweet friends had commented and then said, if I win, I love purple. And I just cracked up. I was like, that's so smart, because I'm going to be replying to your comment. So of course it would remind me, ooh, maybe I can throw some purple in there. I just thought that was adorable. All right, we are going to be using the Bead-A-Lawn for this one. Bead-A-Lawn 7 strand and satin silver. And let's see how many. I may have gotten out extra. I don't know. We're going to start from the center because I may have gotten out some extras. I just knew what I wanted to do. I wanted it to be simple, and I knew what I wanted to use in it. So let's move this stuff to the side, and let's see where we are. I'm going to want some more of my bead caps. So let's get those out. Quite a bit. Okay. And we'll start with the center. So this center guy, is this an English cut? I think this is English cut. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But I'm thinking that was called English cut. I love it though. whatever you are, little guy, I don't care how you're cut, you're nice and pretty. So we're gonna do a bead cap, hem, and a bead cap. And I'm gonna be putting these little purple seed beads, which I got in my haul from my cousin, in between or flanking these percosa. So these are 4mm percosa bicones. And then you remember we got this quartz from the Tree of Life month from Bargain Bead Box. So I think let's just do this. Let's come here. Let's put one on each side. And then I may want to come right in with purple before I start my pattern. Do I? I think I do. Let's see. That's what's coming to my mind anyways, as far as, this is what I should do. We could change it up, but okay. And then we'll go into our pattern. Yeah, you can't do blingy bracelets without bringing in some percosa. You just can't. Okay. So I like that. So let's go ahead and come in here. We'll do him. Don't need these out. Let's just get those on out of the way. Do a bead cap. You see, all of these are simple designs. It's just pulling in different ways, a couple different options. And blingy bracelets are so good with chain or link bracelets. I love stacking those. You know, I do for my necklaces too. I love some of my layers to be, or one of my layers to be, chain. Because I think chain, just the plain but cool aspect of chain, to me, feels like it brings out your focal that you're wearing on whatever other necklace you're wearing. And then some days, especially casual days, really casual days, just a nice simple chain, and only a nice simple chain is good. But you know, that's good for bracelets too, to add some link, to add some chain. Super cute. Let's flip this around. So let's see, we have 3 of these on here. Okay. We'll just knock out this pattern on this side. So we have some of you joining the Facebook group. Love that. We've had some really cool stuff shared so far. Really cool. And I love that that makes this not just a one-way street where you're only seeing my designs. I get to see yours, and I cannot tell you how much I love that. I just love it. All right, so 3 on each side. I'm thinking another on each, but let's check our length. Yeah, another on each and we should be good. So I'm gonna need a couple more bead caps. I'm really excited about the wire work though that I was doing this morning, that I was playing around with to see what I want to do for my next wire tutorial. Really excited about that. And I'm really trying to switch this up. So we have lots of different or many different levels of beaders that are here in our family, in our community. And I don't want them to think that, even though I think everything that I make, I really try to make it simple and straightforward, because I like simple and straightforward too. So I'm doing that for overall benefit. But I want them and you to feel like there's some variety without being too complex. And that's important to me. So we're going to mix some more longer, complex projects with some of these easy projects like this one. And oh, so fun. So fun. Ooh, that is pretty. That is pretty. Looky there. Ah, my friends, I like it. Okay, so let's get this stuff out of the way. We'll close him off and then we will be good. And I went ahead and got all of these out just in case I needed more. I did not need more. But we'll use it for quick cleanup. That's the hardest thing for me, is after the project is done, to then pick up all my pieces and put them back where they go. I do that because it drives me crazy if I don't, but that is the more difficult aspect of all of this for me. Is I'm excited about this design and I need to clean up. Okay, we're just going to close him off with clamshell here. So we'll get the tough stuff pliers out. It's when you know you have a good crimp tube, when some of your pliers won't be able to close them fully because they're so tough. Okay, get him closed off. And then we'll slide him down. I want to open him a little bit because this is a stainless steel one. Get him down in here. Crimp tube. Let's hold on to him. Give a good pull and then just barely let loose before you crimp with your pliers. Just barely. Well, you know it's tight, you know it's got movement. Okay. You know it's tight enough, but with movement. Close him off. Closed. And then we'll finish him off. Let's put these guys up. Finish him, we'll finish him. He's a little off. May get another lobster clasp if he... Yeah, see how he's offline? Still looks like he has good enough hole. stainless steel, so I don't know. Yeah, it can move a little bit. All right, let's try that again. There he goes. Close him off. Make sure he's even. No work hardening needed for him. Just make sure he's even. Make sure he's closed all the way and not wonky. Okay. And here is our third. With all the shine, the AB on that percosa. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love our bracelets. I hope you guys do too. These are going to be layered with some fun stuff. And I don't know, they're so pretty. Who knows? I may end up not layering them and just having them by themselves because they're great. But I appreciate you being here with me today. There is so many greats to watch, and I hope you're watching many of us. But boy, I'm really glad that you came here to watch me, to watch what I'm doing, to support me, and you guys are so incredible. I thank you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and until we meet right back here on this bead mat, bye-bye.